What's growing on, guys? This is going to be a really super quick fun video about what I am growing this season. What we have here is a thing full of peppers. I have bell peppers, I have the California Wonder peppers. I actually have a really cool pepper that I'm super excited about. This one is called a fish pepper, and I got it from Baker Creek, and it has such a cool story about African American lineage, and it has these really cool striations on the leaves. So I have two of those. I will admit they don't germinate that well, so I'm really excited. I tried to grow them last year and didn't get anything. I'm also growing calendula, so I like growing my flowers from seed. They're a little bit leggy, but that's okay. They're just flowers, and calendula really is great about self-seeding and coming back and all that other stuff, so I'm not too worried about these initial plants. Over here I have an echinacea, which was once again kind of hard to germinate, and some ranunculus. So these are just really pretty flowers. So those just came up. They took a little bit to come up. I forgot what this is. I think, is this echinacea too? This is a flower. I don't remember what that is. But yeah, lots of peppers, cayenne peppers, bell peppers, my calendula, which is a great like edible flower. And then if we walk outside, these I'm kind of hardening off. Okay, so story behind these. I have a brand new greenhouse that I'm learning how to use, and in a storm, it flipped. These were in the greenhouse, it flipped, and so these look rough. They're all like muddy and dirty, and actually I need to water them, but these look rough because they were flipped in the greenhouse. But lots of cucumbers. I have some sour gherkins here. Those are really cool. I have a lot of yeah, they're black eye Susans. Yep. Some nasturtiums here that I need to get in the ground. Let's see. More black eye Susans. I have white ones and yellow ones, but I really just wanted a really pretty, once again, brand new house, so I want a really pretty climbing vine to go on some of the fence areas. This area right here is the dog area, which I will give you a tour video soon. But yeah, let's see. This is another black eye Susan. So this is like tomatoes and flowers, pretty much, and I need to find homes for these. So we come back through this gate. I'll just take you to the garden beds. So this red rhubarb, I love this plant. When I say it's gorgeous, this plant is gorgeous, and it does so well. It's a Swiss chard, a red rhubarb Swiss chard, and I don't even remember where I got it from. But it has lasted, this is probably about a year old. It's lasted me through yeah, I think I planted this last spring. It's been a year. It lasts me through the winter, the hot summers. This is a great variety. So in this bed, so I have this bird netting over here because I have tons of trees and tons of birds, which I didn't have before, and I didn't know what they would eat and what they wouldn't eat. But just some marigolds here. A lot of mustard greens. So I love my mustard greens and my collard greens. Yeah, those are collards right there because, here, let me lift this up. They do so well in the heat. That's my celery back there. This is a tango celery that I think I got from Park Seed. Once again, it did so well in the heat, all of that great stuff. I got cilantro here, and I have some, what is it, Swiss chard here, and more cilantro. And then here I have some green onions, basil plant, and I feel like that's more cilantro back there. And then my tomato plants, y'all. Okay, so I have a story about these. Do not judge me about these tomato plants. So I got super excited about my greenhouse, which you'll see in the tour video that I'm doing tomorrow. That I started my tomato season January. These do not look like 3-month-old tomatoes. I know. Well, what happened was I started them indoors, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna put them outside in the greenhouse. Well, a couple freezes hit, and I'm thinking the greenhouse is gonna protect my tomatoes. Well, it actually stunted their growth. So they actually stopped growing because they didn't freeze, but they did get really, really cold. Um, and so then I put heat mats in there, and it was like too late. So these are 3-month-old tomatoes, believe it or not, but they're super tiny. I put them in the ground. They're just starting to sprout and grow some more. That one's like the biggest one I have, and I'm pretty sure that's a beefsteak tomato. I am praying, because it's like in the 80s and the 90s already, I am praying that these get big enough to actually produce something this year. I did buy some shade cloth from Amazon, and so I will be covering these up, because once it hits about 90 degrees they will not produce anymore. So there's that. That's my citrus tree and my little lemon bush. This is the Happy Grow bed. I put a lot of stuff in this bed because I actually just finished filling this bed up with the soil building systems soil. I have a blueberry here, 2 blueberry bushes actually, and they're doing great. We got flowers on them. Hopefully we have some blueberries soon. In this bed, kind of more of the same. I kind of planted everything out the same, where I have tomatoes over here. This is my living earth bed. These tomatoes are doing really well. I have some beans over here. Once again, it's getting really hot, so hopefully I get some beans. I got some little pods there. These are snap peas, and I think that's basil, marigolds, cilantro over there, green onions. What is this? Oh, Swiss chard. I have I want to say that's lettuce over there. And then over here I have some spinach, which is struggling because it's hot. And then more collard greens. But this bed isn't fully planted out, and I have this bed which isn't fully planted out either. And in here I have more tomatoes, more beans. I have a snap pea plant which has a little baby snap pea coming through, more collard greens, and marigolds, which are great companion plants. Over here I made this whole bed just for strawberries. I'm super excited about this bed. The strawberries are brand spanking new here. I used Gurney's Whopper strawberry. That's supposed to get like the size of your hand. So I'm excited because last year I did a smaller strawberry and the slugs were getting them before I could, which is annoying. So yeah, so that's what I have planted in my garden. That's all the food that we're doing this year. It's really weird for me not to have stuff from winter. Like usually I have a fall garden, which I didn't plant at this house, and having everything brand new in spring is like giving me anxiety. But we're getting it done. Soon I'm going to be putting out watermelon and of course putting my cucumbers out, all that great stuff. But pray for my tomatoes that they do well. Like I said, I have a shade cloth coming out, or a shade cloth that I ordered, and hopefully it is going to protect my tomatoes so they can keep producing. Alright, so that's what I'm growing in my garden this spring season. Come fall, I will probably definitely plant some more greens, and in a couple of months I'll probably start some tomatoes indoors so that I can try to get a fall harvest. Here in Dallas we have a growing season of about 270 days, so that's more than enough time to get some tomatoes in the ground and take advantage of the cool weather right before our frost hits. So anyways, if you like my videos, hit like, subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.